Okay, you know what? This is harder than I thought, but hey, we're going to do this. I am going to make for you, some people call it vegetarian chili, and I call it, hi everybody. This is going to be harder than I thought because I'm not used to doing this. This is my first real entry, so I may make a lot of mistakes, but here we go. Some people may call what I'm going to make vegetarian chili. I call it enchilada soup chili because I do use a can of enchilada sauce. I just love Mexican food, and when I got to the point where I couldn't eat meat, I was just devastated. But I had to find a way to eat and still enjoy my food. And this is one that's been tried and true. My friends really like this because last time I had a scandal party, this is what I served and they loved it. They didn't even miss the meat. They thought it was something in there and it wasn't. So here we go and let's get started. Okay, these are the things that we're going to use in our soup. We have our enchilada sauce, avocado for later. You have corn, pepper, black beans, cilantro, red pepper, onion. This is a jalapeno pepper, seeds out and skinned. And then you have corn tortillas. I had them cut up in little squares. You have spices, which is your taco seasoning, black pepper, that's your garlic. This is your chili seasoning, crushed red pepper, cumin, because I love it, turmeric. I put in everything because it is an anti-inflammatory. So we're going to get started, and I may go ahead and also put in squash and a heck, I forgot what they call, but you know what I mean. Go ahead, girl. We're gonna get started. In a cast iron pot, I have a Dutch oven here. We're going to add our onion. And we're going to add our red pepper. And we're going to saute those until transparent. Okay, now we've sweated this out just a little bit. Let me look at that. Now, one of the things that I forgot to tell you about was this. I'm going to pan over so you can see it. I like to use diced tomatoes and green chilies, mild, in my soup because I find that when I use it with the chili, it gives it a really nice flavor. So we're going to add that. Whole can. This one is a 10-ounce can. It's not one of the big cans. And we're going to go ahead and let that simmer just a little bit. I'm sorry. I moved the camera. Now, we're going to add a few more ingredients. Okay, that's been cooking for roughly 5 minutes. But we're getting ready to do the dump everything in the pot except the tortilla chips. We're going to do that last, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Take all your spices, go ahead, just dump them in. Now, you're probably wondering, she didn't give us a measurement. Well, I don't really use measurements. Only when baking. I think that when people learn to cook, they should learn to cook by taste. I smell, and that's how I want you to learn to cook. Now, if we're baking, when I do dishes with baking or something like that, I will give you measurements. But right now, I want you to see how thick that got? Now, that got thick from the chili seasoning and the taco seasoning, and that's okay. Let it cook a little bit, just a second. Then we're going to add the jalapeno peppers, cilantro, and the corn and black beans and the green peppers. Okay. We're going to get those, we're going to get those all mixed together real nice. If it's starting to stick, don't worry about it. That's flavor. And it really is flavor. I know you hear that a lot on different talk shows, but it really is flavor. It just gets really intense. So, we have to cook for a minute. So, it looks good already, huh? Look how wonderful it looks. I like that. Now we're going to we're going to put the cilantro, the sauce in. Okay. Stir that together. All that wonderful flavor stuff right off the side. This is harder to do than I thought. It's like cooking backwards or something. Okay. And then I'm going to add 2 cups of water. One. And no, I don't have I'm using a regular old coffee cup. Good enough for me. Okay. We're going to stir this together, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you what to do with those chips. Okay. One of the things that you have to learn to do is taste your food. So I'm going to go over to the stove, get a clean spoon, and taste what you've created. Now, because we are cooking with tomato product, I broke my glasses this morning. Because we cook with tomato product, you most likely always have to have sugar because of the tartness after tomato has been cooked. Any true Italian will tell you that, but I ain't Italian. Anyway, I don't use refined white sugar. I use organic cane sugar. So it looks like this. See, it looks brown, and it has the taste of almost brown sugar, but I have learned to really like this, so I have just a little bit here. This may be too much, but I'm going to put it in because there's a tartness to it that I want to get rid of. And sugar does that. When you have something that's too tart, add a little sugar. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to cut up this zucchini and squash. I got it right, zucchini and squash. And I'm going to add it to the pot. I'm going to wait because that's a soft vegetable and it will become mush. So it's one of the last things that I'm going to add, and I'll get back with you. Okay, We're getting ready to check it. See how everything's going. It's been cooking for about 10 minutes now. And I'm going to taste one more time because you need to taste. And we'll see how it goes. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, I'm sorry, people. This is how it is. You want to make sure that nothing's sticking at the bottom. So very lightly stir. Okay. Getting a clean spoon. Taste. You just want to taste. You're not eating now. Hold on. Perfect. I added all of that sugar that I showed you earlier. Now I'm going to pan over. And I'm going to, here's my spoon. I need to put that in dishwater. Sorry. I'm going to pan over because I want to show you this. And I really try to be a clean cook as I'm cooking because I can't stand not having stuff clean. Okay. We have the chips here. Those are the tortilla corn, tortilla that I cut into squares. I have 1 cup water. I marked it. Okay. And then I'm going to add just a handful. You don't have to be a lot because this is your secret. This is what makes this soup taste more like an enchilada than the enchilada sauce itself. So we're going to put those in the water. Just like that. Just get a couple of handfuls. You could use maybe two or three. That's how many I cut up. But I have a bullet. So I put it in the bullet jar. And I'm going to go ahead and screw this on. Okay. And then we're going to blend that. Okay, you see I have this soaking in here. There's nothing else in here but water and the corn tortillas. I am not saying that right, but you know what I mean. Make sure this is on tight. I'm going to make sure that it's on. And you can use a food processor or you can use a blender. It's just that this is always handy because I use it all the time. And we're going to blend this until it's smooth. And then we're going to pour it in the pot. But we're not going to do that until almost 4 minutes before we're getting ready to cut it off. Then we're going to put it in the pot. So we're just getting it ready. There we go. That's it. This is it's not only going to give it a really great flavor, but it's also going to thicken it because there's flour and corn. So we're going to let it cook some more. This is one of those meals that you could actually cook all day if you really wanted to. But believe it or not, it seems like a long time, but this is taking no more than 30 minutes. So I'll be right back. Hey, I just wanted to tell you at this point, you can add whatever vegetables you like. Like I said, the squash or the zucchini. I've even added potatoes. Just whatever vegetable or even bean that you like, because I really love chickpeas. Like I could just eat them just out of the can. I love chickpeas. So sometimes I add those. So I just want to let you know, at this point you can add whatever it is that you want to add. And I've decided not to add that because I'm going to use it for another recipe. So we're going to just finish this up. I'm going to show you how to garnish it and serve it to your family. Okay, It smells so good in here. You have no idea. I'm not going to make that little crazy crack everybody make with smell-o-vision. Whatever. It smells good in here. And if you try this recipe, trust me, when your man get home, or woman or whatever, honey, they going to be ready to eat because this smells good. Let's go over and we're going to put the mixture that we just did in the blender in the pot. And I want to show you what the change will look like. Okay. You see it's separated because it's been sitting here a while, but that's okay. Just mix it up. Just like that. And I'm going to put this down so that I can take the top off. Sorry, we'll try to cut this part out. Okay. We're going to pour this in the pot. Make sure you get all of it. Go ahead and mix some of that around in there. Get it out. Get all of it out. Okay. In the water. Now, we're going to stir that up. It'll automatically start getting thicker. And you're going to cook this for another maybe 5 minutes. And you'll be finished. It'll be all done. And at that time, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to plate it up. Okay. As you can see, I've set my table. And it's time for me to grub. So, I'm going to get started. And we're going to go over here and put it together. Okay, here we are. And our soup is ready. We're just going to put it over here on the bowl. This is not easy to do with one hand. See, I'm dripping it all over the place. But I wanted to show you how I put this together. When I finally get it, I do take a picture of it for my blog too, so this is what I do. Let me get this up. Okay. First of all, you have your soup here, and I like to start off with a little bit of guacamole. Just a few pieces. And if you're wondering why I leave the seed there, even after I use lemon juice so that it won't turn, if you leave the seed in there, your guacamole won't turn as fast. It'll be much easier to deal with. So I do a few of those, and let's put a nice little glob of sour cream right in the middle. And then I like to add a little cheese. These are corn chips. Guacamole corn chips are the green. And then these are salsa. You can use regular. It makes no difference. I put a few of those around in my plate. And then just a little bit of cilantro. Well, that one is a little much. I love my stems. I don't throw stems away. I actually love them. A little cilantro right in the middle. And we're going to bring this over. And I'm going to try and take a nice picture for my blog. See, you don't always want that to show. But sometimes, if you do a little, I'm not an expert at this, but I like what I like. So we're going to go from here. And I'm going to take a little picture. If I can get this right. Well, everybody, it's been real. And I have enjoyed doing this, but it's really weird to cook and then try to hold the camera at the same time. I have to figure out a way to do this. But I thank you for joining me, and I hope you subscribe. Meet me next time. I'm going to show you some finds that I found at the dollar store. Put some beautiful things together because I love crafting too. But I don't like I said in my other post, I don't like those little frilly crafts. I like things you can really use. And I think you're really going to enjoy this one. So meet me again. And you can reach me at my blog. It's Enjoy Cooking 101 or Enjoy Cooking D as in DEE at Blogspot. And I think you're going to really enjoy it. I hope you do anyway. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you till next time.